Hello and welcome back to another episode of Honkai Star Rail. We're just gonna continue on with the story because I have to know what happens. To be honest. Yeah, I gotta know what happens. Not sure what's gonna happen but something's probably gonna happen. It's Star Rail and we're in a pickle. Yes, thank you. Right. So we talked with March, didn't we? But I'm not ready to actually decide yet.
That guy just casually throws this kind of question at us?
Just to
What
recap.
exactly is his deal? But fine, I'll answer, I guess. If it were me, I guess I'd choose to build a cage for the little Charmony dove. After all, leaving it there, it's bound to get hurt by wild animals or something. And that'd just be too sad.
That's fair. What about you, Himiko? What will you do?
It looks like he really has no intention of imprisoning us. If it's just a quiz, I suppose it's fine to humor him. Back to the question. I would personally choose to build the little Charmony dove a cage. No special
Okay.
reason. I do think that a fledgling should have the right to fly into the sky. But if it can't even live to that point, then there's nothing to talk about to begin with.
Right. What about you, Firefly?
I can't decipher his intentions right now, but based solely on that question, I would probably choose to build that dove a cage. Even if I was gonna release it back into the sky, it'd have to be strong enough to fly first. If I left it where I found it, I fear it'd never get the chance to fly ever again.
Yeah, we've spoke with everybody. Everyone said the build a cage, so build a cage?
I'm
Yeah,
happy to see
okay.
that you made a choice similar to ours. If your mind is made up, let me reveal the outcome of this choice.
Oh
We
boy.
passionately nursed it back to health, preparing only the best food for it every day. We even preened its feathers. Later, on the day that Robin left Penacony, we opened the cage door and let it fly back into the sky. I watched it for a long while by the window, probably about 3 or so days. In those 3 long days, the little Charmony dove tried again and again to spread its wings to fly into the sky, but fell to the ground, only to keep trying. Finally, on the 137th attempt, it succeeded. But its attempt did not go perfectly. After flying unsteadily for a while, it fell to the ground. Unable to grasp the direction of the air currents, the fall shattered its wings.
Oh.
It writhed helplessly in my embrace. But it was all for naught, finally succumbing to a painful demise. And in that instant, our tender care, our given love and hopes, they all became the inevitable push that sent it to its death. I deeply regret the choices we made. Next, let us head to the second decision. This time, it's the story of a dream chaser.
Okay.
This story happened when I was appointed as Bronze Melodia, a position exclusive to the Oak family, charged with listening to the problems and vexations of Dreamscape residents, and providing them with the relevant guidance. It was during that period that I had the opportunity to hear voices from all corners of the Dreamscape. Joy, sorrow, arrogance, regret. The complex tapestry of human nature that formed the world. And I was fortunate to catch a glimpse of it. He was a dream chaser, and an illegal stowaway. Just like the rest of them, he came to Penacony in search of a better life. Except that, to most people, the price he paid, I suppose you could say it was everything. He told me, I sold everything I could at home. The house, the land, even his 2 children. He said he could not afford to raise them, and that at least they could eat if they lived as slaves. He had a plan in place. He would buy back his children once he had made his fortune, and enjoy Penacony's beautiful dream with them. Alas, his plan to smuggle himself was somewhat clumsy, and he was sniffed out by those pig-headed hounds. After hearing the Dream Chaser's story, I immediately appealed to the Bloodhound family to cease their pursuit. That way, at least he could live peacefully. But I was still too naive to the ways of the world. I did not anticipate that what I thought was a kind gesture would later lead to dire consequences.
What happened, Sunday?
I'll tell you the outcome soon. For now, I'd like you all to make a choice. Will you do as I did, and try to convince the Bloodhound family to stop their pursuit, so that the Dream Chaser may live peacefully and realize his wishes? Or will you remain silent, leaving him to languish while the hounds are hot on his heels, until his inevitable judgment arrives? I look forward to everyone's decisions. Who knows? Perhaps they might even alter the outcome of this tragedy.
Don't lie to me now. Don't lie to me. Let's see what everybody thinks.
Seems illegal stowaways are really quite common on Penacony. But that guy in the story, I don't think he deserves any sympathy at all. He sold his kids to chase a dream. Even if he intended to go back for them, it's still insanely irresponsible.
That's fair.
I thought, there's only one choice. Let the Bloodhounds send him back home. This person deserves to be punished.
Okay, what about you, Himiko?
A Dream Chaser story. If I acted out of kindness, I would probably ask the Bloodhounds to stop their pursuit and lend him a hand. But what cruel repercussion would this choice result in? I think Sunday must have been deeply impressed by the limitations of the strong defending the weak through this incident.
Okay. What about you, Firefly?
This question. Surely it has some connection to the baby bird story. And this connection is precisely the breakthrough Sunday aims to use to persuade us. I'd probably choose to ask the Bloodhounds to cease their pursuit.
So 2 is for and 1 is against. Wonder what happens if we choose this option.
It seems you, like me, are pondering whether a different choice could have led to a better outcome. Sadly, his fate would only be more tragic. Say he never gets caught. He would only die from delirium. The methods with which illegal stowaways enter dreams are unorthodox.
Oh.
Not flawless like the hotels. Living in the dreamscape would be a mere pipe dream, should he be apprehended. Could the hounds afford to turn a blind eye? The answer is a definitive no. They couldn't bear the resulting consequences, and thus wouldn't dare extend a helping hand. As to your choice, I once again offer my heartfelt apologies.
Oh no.
Next comes the third and final decision, and the story this time is my own. This story happened the day I was appointed the Oak family head. At that time, Mr. Gopherwood was the current Dream Master. And as per his wish, we had a private conversation. What surprised me was that the Dream Master had only come to deliver a letter to me. He let me read its contents, and it was a letter from my sister. The letter contained the usual pleasantries, anecdotes from her travels, nothing out of the ordinary. Just as I started wondering how this letter related to our discussion, the Dream Master began to speak.
Do you know who wrote this letter?
My sister, of course. But why would you personally visit me to hand me a letter from my sister containing mere trivialities?
To help you grasp the full scope of this issue. Do you know where Robin is at this moment?
From what the letter indicates, she must be in Caspelina 8, correct? She's touring there right now.
Is she?
Correct. Has she mentioned anything about a stray bullet?
A stray bullet? What?
A war has broken out on that planet. It is because of this very reason that Robin chose this destination.
Oh, okay.
To spread the word of the Harmony. And to save the lives of that planet. She personally made for the front lines. She hoped to ease the people's suffering with song, and was willing to brave mortal danger to deliver the IPC's medical supplies. Unfortunately, stray bullets show no such compassion.
Is she alright?
If the operation was successful, she should probably be recovering in the field hospital. By the eon above, the bullet struck
Whoa, what the
her
hell?
directly, yet possibly as a reward for her consistent deeds of harmony. It didn't hit any vital arteries. Once you've attended to your outstanding tasks, it'd be advisable to write her back as soon as possible.
Those damned savages! I'll pack my bags right away. My gratitude for bringing this to my attention, Mr. Gopherwood. Now you understand why she always wears such elaborate neck ornaments, don't you?
Jeez, I could never imagine that would have been the reason.
How could this happen? Miss Robin.
It's all in the past, so please don't worry. I share this in the meager hope that you will understand the Harmony's limitations and predicament. As grandiose as the strong defending the weak sounds, many times, it is nothing more than wishful thinking. Likewise, I've prepared one last question, one last choice. But rest assured, this choice will not have any grave consequences.
And why should I trust that?
Because this is merely a figment of imagination. A nightmare that has haunted me through countless nights. If you ever had the opportunity to make a choice like I did, would you still support Robin's journey on the path of harmony?
Alright, everybody, what's the consensus?
Can't believe that happened to Miss Robin. The strong defending the weak is a great mantra, but if I had to pay such a price, I don't know what I'd do.
Okay, Himiko?
I often feel like I've dreamt of similar scenes on certain nights. In the dream, I see blurry faces. I don't know who they are, but I sympathize with all of them, fighting for survival against some unfathomable force. Their confusion and fear are lucid to me. But I also remember they chose never to give up. Just like Miss Robin. If Mr. Sunday's question leaves you puzzled, you should find the answer from your own experiences with each Trailblaze. Dangers and tribulations will surely follow. But would you ever back away?
No.
would you stop March and Don Hung from reaching their next destination?
I don't think so.
I believe you have an answer of your own in your heart.
Firefly? What do you think?
Miss Robin's courage is admirable. And here I was thinking she was just another superstar celebrity. But the fact that she's also Mr. Sunday's younger sister? No, I doubt he'd wish harm on his own flesh and blood, no matter how grand the ambition.
Support Robin. Stop Robin. I think we should support Robin. Yes.
I see. I am now aware of everyone's stances. Raising these questions merely serves to illustrate one point. The plight of Penacony cannot be salvaged by the Harmony. The true foundation for a sweet dream paradise can only be established through the order, where the strong govern the weak. I know the suffering of being tormented, the turmoil of losing your way, how sorrow and even despair set in when matters don't work out. All of this causes me unending pain, because this is not what happiness is at all. We must teach the weak how to live a happy life. And this life isn't some noble propriety that the upper crust preaches, but in definitive terms, a way of survival that belongs to everyone.
So what is your definition of living a happy life?
Good question. Human consciousness is fundamentally an illusion, a cage known as self-worth. People lured in by this illusion make mistakes, yet still ask that external influences bear the burden. When one mistake after the next permeates the masses, they become impossible to trace. Thus, the amassing of these individual cages culminate to form a prison. A place dictated only by the rule of survival of the fittest. Nature is always accompanied by predation and sacrifice. Its antithesis is known as order. That is what I want to do. Unite people's happiness under the banner of order. They won't need to make bitter choices any longer, nor face the weaknesses of humanity. They can cast aside their primal instincts to build a haven for mankind. Simply describing thoughts is far too abstract, so allow me to provide a simple example.
Okay,
As you
go
all
on.
may know, there are societal norms like weekends and long weekends that exist on some worlds. During these hard-earned rest days, people are given the chance to extricate themselves from the stresses of everyday life, allowing a certain tranquility to return to their souls. And it is only on these days that people do not have to adhere to the law where the strong prey on the weak. They can live out their lives happily during these brief intermissions. It's just a pity that 2 or 3 days are still too fleeting compared to the span of a lifetime. From where I stand, society's ideal system should be 7 rest days. Following Sunday, there should ensue a second, a third, and indeed an infinite procession of Sundays. This should be the face of the new world. Idyllic, eternal, peaceful days.
I don't know, dude.
And thus, every person can return to their base selves in this utopia. Some gaze in reverence at the stars, pouring their whole beings into calculating the distance between us and the isolated world of Pagana. Meanwhile, some seek refuge in quiet corners, holding one another, unencumbered by the chains of unwelcome obligations. There would be no need to bear the hardships of reality. Only in this way can humanity face the inevitable end with the purest of spirit, living a life of dignity, This is what it is to live in bliss. Miss Firefly, you who are stricken with entropy loss syndrome, you of all would surely understand this.
Firefly?
It sounds like a flawless theory.
But
But what is the price to attain all this?
The cost is minute, merely a personal and eternal sacrifice. If this paradise is to be maintained for everyone, someone must remain trapped in solitary wakening
what?
until the end of the cosmos.
Awakening. Which means that this so-called paradise is still a dream. Stepping into this paradise means forsaking reality, correct?
Nowhere.
It is not forsaking, but transcending. Flesh, blood, sorrow, weakness. If the physical is the root of spiritual suffering, it is only logical that we defeat it.
But in this supposed bliss, people won't have defeated their demons. The chance to overcome their tribulations would be forever lost.
Exactly, yes.
In other words, it is an escape.
That's another way of understanding it. But there is no shame in escape. On the contrary, the seeds of escape exist in everyone's hearts. Don't you agree, Miss Firefly? And as to why we sleep, it is because we are afraid to awaken from our dreams. But this is not in conflict with the grand plan. Only in acknowledging this can we truly understand the frailty of human nature. And from there, show compassion and protection.
I admit that you are a born leader. Your perspective on humanity brims with pessimism. Yet you express compassion for all. Even when your heart pities them. But unlike you, I live for the self. From my perspective, individuals making choices for themselves is their birthright. The want to escape may be innate in the weak. But whether they are weak or not, it is not up to another to decide.
Exactly.
Perhaps in your mind, you also view me as weak.
When she's so far from weak. She is not weak.
Because I don't think so.
Neither do I, Firefly.
Since Miss Firefly has said her piece, the Astral Express will also naturally give you our answer. We'll leave it to you. Just as Mr. McHale instructed before. Tell him our choice.
What's going on now? Not long ago? Whoa.
What is this place?
Does this place ring any bells, Misha?
I don't know. But I feel a sense of deja vu. What is this place?
It's the realm within a dream bubble. This was left to the Astral Express by a nameless, but weirdly, when we entered it, it was completely empty. Dr. Edward from the Dreamscape sales store told me that dreams are formed from memories, and a dream bubble can't take shape if its core is empty. So I thought you might be able to help us in unraveling this mystery, Misha. As a hotel doorman, you know Penacony best among us.
I don't know much about dream bubbles. But if you want to figure out what this mansion is, I'll do my best.
I'm counting on you then.
Aww.
Himiko, I still don't get it. Why were you so sure that Misha had a connection with this dream bubble?
I wasn't sure. It was just a hunch. But since Misha feels familiar with this place, my hunch might be correct. Exactly. This is where you and Firefly encountered death. which we now know as dormancy. Considering its connection to Dreamflux Reef, it's not surprising it appeared here. The question now is, who brought you here? Based on the clues we have so far, it's unlikely to be that masked fool.
Would it be an
So
Aventuri?
identifying them is crucial to us. We're drawing closer to the truth once more. Let's give Misha some time, as I believe he'll unveil the secret of this dream bubble.
All right, but there are doors all over the place. Which one should we choose? Do you...
I guess. Maybe this way?
Alright,
Uh,
let's
I'm not
follow.
entirely sure, but let's give it a try.
Wait, you managed to choose the
Weird. This place is quite different from the hotel. But I feel like I've been here before, and even lived here for a while. If I remember correctly, there should be a fireplace down that hallway. Clocky and I used to sit by the fire,
Oh,
listening to the crackling of firewood. And the room on the other side was the toy room. I loved spreading out all the toys from the box on the floor and making up stories for each of them. Hold on. This doesn't make sense. Didn't I grow up in Dreamflux Reef? So, what is this place?
This could be a case of amnesia. But don't worry, Misha. It's common for everyone to forget certain aspects of the past. Those memories haven't vanished. They're just lying in the depths of your mind. We can surely get them back. Since this place seems familiar to you, why don't we explore a few more rooms and see if you can recall anything more?
Yeah.
good idea.
Then let's check out the rooms I just mentioned. Tick-tock. Tick-tock. I heard some noises from the room. Origami Bird? That's a friend of mine.
You and Origami Bird are friends?
Yeah. It's a member of the Compass crew, just like Clocky and Miss Mirror. And there's more than just one Origami Bird. They are a big family with lots of brothers and sisters who look the same. They follow Miss Mirror's orders and handle all sorts of jobs on the ship. They're the best sailors.
Sailors? Can origami birds be sailors?
I guess
Could you tell
so.
us more about the compass, Misha?
The Compass is a ship bound for the New World. Clocky and his partners travel through layers of fog to the depths of the sea. Whenever there is danger, Clocky will use a compass and guide the ship in the right direction.
That's a great story. But in the Penacony cartoon, Clocky and his partners have always lived in Dreamville and never ventured out, right?
Huh? Oh, that does seem to be the case. Weird. I clearly remember Clocky arrived in the New World in the end.
Perhaps Clocky has a hidden past.
Maybe.
So, where has Clocky gone? Did he leave to protect Dreamville?
Mikhail, that's the name. Now we all know him as the Watchmaker. So, who is he talking to? Do you know anything about it, Misha?
I'm sorry. I don't know much about the Watchmaker. But Mikhail.
Anything special about that name?
Mikhail is Grandpa's name.
Whoa,
Grandpa? Do you mean you're the Watchmaker's grandson?
But we haven't heard anything about the Watchmaker having descendants. And the name Mikhail is not rare. Perhaps it's merely a coincidence.
Maybe,
Could
yes.
you tell us more about your grandpa, Mikhail?
Yeah, sure. He was a seafarer who fearlessly ventured into mysterious seas and storms. He was always on the sea and had lots of friends who accompanied him on his travels. He didn't want me to call him Grandpa because that would make him sound old. He believed he was still young. The name Mikhail was given to him by his parents, Mihaly and Elise, both renowned seafarers. Every time he came back, he'd share his logbook with me and tell me about his adventures at sea. I want to become a great adventurer, just like him.
It appears that the seafarer has nothing to do with the watchmaker. So, perhaps it's just a coincidence? So, where is your grandpa now?
He went off on a new journey, and it's been quite a while since I last saw him.
Oh, okay.
I think I hear the sound of water.
You once mentioned there's a magnificent fountain up ahead.
Could that be it?
Look, there it is!
The water resembles a precious jewel, embedded in the dreams of all seafarers. Every time I gaze at the shimmering lights beneath the waves, it feels as though I'm back in this place, standing by your side.
Have you recalled anything, Misha?
Yeah, I saw these sentences in Grandpa's logbook. He used to say that despite the perils of the sea, whenever he stood on the deck in the afternoon, overlooking the sparkling waves, he would think of this fountain in front of his house. He often said that those moments felt like returning to his family's side, and the difficulties at sea didn't seem quite as challenging.
You know, I quite understand such sentiments. Hey, don't tease! I was just being a bit sentimental.
I know.
Perhaps every adventurer far from home carries a fountain within their soul. Even though the other side of the sea remains shrouded in the unknown, the fountain in front of his house serves as a compass, leading him back to his cherished ones.
Yeah, while Grandpa was at home, we would stand by the fountain and place the compass, a toy boat that I made, into the pool. Back then, I would ask him when I could go on adventures like him, and he would always laugh and say I was still too young.
It seems this Mikhail is truly a seafarer and has nothing to do with the watchmaker.
Yeah. Based on Misha's recollections, the scenes in the dream bubble appear to be his childhood memories.
I
But
see.
this raises more questions. According to Misha, he was clearly born on an oceanic planet and led an ordinary life, with no connection to Penacony at all. Could this be some sort of metaphor? Perhaps the sea refers to the memory zone.
I'm sorry. I don't know, but my memories keep pouring out
Oh, I feel
uncontrollably,
bad for him.
like water flowing from a fountain. Perhaps I'll remember more things if we go further.
Okay, so we're going further in.
I wish to share your burden.
We're going to the opposite side, right?
No, we should turn left here.
Huh? Something feels different about this place.
This is it. I remember this corridor. Up ahead is Grandpa's study. It was in that room that I saw him the last time.
Okay.
The atmosphere in this room feels totally different.
Misha! You finally come!
Clocky?
Clocky! You're here! Huh. Yeah. This is the room where we first met each other.
Are those books on the bookshelf logbooks left behind by that seafarer?
Yeah. Whenever he came back, he placed a logbook on the bookshelf in his room. They contain records of his expeditions to every corner of the world. He described our world as a fountain. At some point, the sea started to gradually swallow up the land where people lived. To ensure that everyone had land to settle on, he had to continue exploring the sea and search for the source of the rising seawater.
I know there's no connection, but it kind of reminds me of Fontaine a little
On
bit.
that day, he called me to his study, telling me that he was embarking on another journey. However, I could sense the gravity in his expression. It was the same look I had seen on my father's face before his final voyage. I asked him if I could go with him, but he said that my adventure lay elsewhere and told me to stay home and patiently await a certain sound at the door.
What
Okay.
sound?
He told me about a vast ocean in the sky, an ocean of stars. He spoke of a train that transports children with a desire to venture far away, traversing the sea of stars without ever stopping. He said that he knew the crew on the train, and that he had asked them to take me along. He said the journey I had always dreamed of would start there.
A train? Could it be?
Astral Express?
It's the Astral Express. I remember now. Grandpa's friends are a group of nameless who came to this world to resolve a disaster caused by a star. Then, he gave his pocket watch to me. It was his cherished treasure, appearing in every one of his adventure tales.
No.
He explained that difficult times were ahead, but assured me that the watch would guide me. He said, as long as I kept moving forward, I'd eventually reach my desired destination. And then, it was as if I heard the distant sound of a train whistle, echoing throughout the room.
Exactly, Misha! And then we followed that whistle, didn't we?
Yeah. I think I can still find the way we took back then.
Oh, wow.
This is the dream jigsaw, right? So we're supposed to find the exit. But where can we find the last piece?
Do you remember? You said you obtained a mysterious shard when you stumbled into this place.
Hey, the shape seems to match. So this shard is also connected to Misha?
Looks like we're just one step from revealing the truth.
Okay.
Let's get to the other side and investigate.
Let's do it. Now let's see.
This is it. This is my room of clocks. While I spent my time waiting for Grandpa to return from his voyage, Walter gave me this workshop, and it became my secret base. Here, I learned how to repair clockwork and gears out of my fondness of precision mechanics. In my dreams, I was the captain of the compass, embarking on adventures with my companions, Clocky and Miss Mirror, in search of the new world. I was born and raised here.
I see.
So, this building in the dream bubble is your childhood home.
Yes, but not exactly. To be more precise, this dream bubble itself is my home.
Looks like you've remembered everything now.
Wait. Why does it feel like everyone else knows something I don't?
March, do you remember when he mentioned a clocky that only he could see?
Yeah, the little guy here, right? But we all saw him in Dreamflux Reef, right? And Mr. Yang even greeted him.
Looks like everyone on the Astral Express has a childlike spirit.
The
Aww.
answer lies in the Astral Express. His experience shows that neither Firefly nor Acheron can see this clocky. And when we were in Dreamflux Reef, you may have noticed that for some reason, nobody outside of the crew had ever talked with Clocky. A mimetic life that can only be seen by a select few. It's just like a hidden message left by someone for the nameless.
But Misha can see Clocky too, right? They even grew up together. But Misha hasn't started the way of the Trailblaze yet.
That's the key to the mystery, March. Now,
Right.
take a moment to recall. Have you ever seen anyone outside of the crew interact with Misha?
No.
Wait. No way!
That's the answer, March 7th. This dream bubble is the place where I was born. And I'm a dweller in this dream. Just like a memory zone meme. I should have stayed here and waited for you. But when reality and memories merged, I unconsciously pushed open that door and left the bubble with Clocky.
So it's not that the Watchmaker's dream bubble is empty, but rather the stuff inside ran away? And the whistle you heard was the sound of the express arriving at Penacony?
That's one way to see it, but I believe there's a longer story behind
Oh
all
my
this.
god.
It's best for Misha himself to explain all the details. How about we start with your name? Now, should we call you Misha, or...
Thank you all for helping me rediscover my true self. Now, please allow me to reintroduce myself. I was born on Lushaka, in the Presmere system. Adopted by seafarers Mikhail and Char. They gave me a treasure. A name that carried their hopes.
Who are you?
Mikhail Char Legwork. Or simply, Misha. If you
Oh.
prefer, you can call me by a more familiar name. The Watchmaker.
So, you're the Watchmaker himself?
Unfortunately, that legendary figure is no more. I'm only a reflection of his life.
Well, I didn't see that one coming.
As for the child who has been with you, he's the innocent protagonist of Misha's childhood dream. Friend of Clocky. A young apprentice. And a future mechanic on the Express. And this also marks the beginning of his journey, devoted to the Trailblaze.
At the end of the journey, I left this little flame, which I so cherished, in my deepest dreams, hoping to pass it on to the nameless of future generations. However, he somehow left the dream bubble and forgot all about his task. I apologize for all the confusion this caused.
Because he was born with a desire to trailblaze, wasn't he? I don't think Misha has forgotten his role as a guide. He remembered it, and that's why he mistakenly appeared as a hotel doorman in his dream from the very beginning. The one who brought our
Oh.
unconscious friend here must have been Misha. If that's the case, we encountered the Watchmaker's legacy from the beginning, didn't we?
Well, I have a sarcastic friend who says I always take big detours and end up back where I started. Perhaps that's what every nameless has to go through. But in the end, you found me. I'm sure you're all wondering what my legacy is. I believe my hound has mentioned the Stellaron and my wealth.
Yeah.
If I may apologize, the Stellaron part is real.
Huh.
As for my wealth, however, it's nothing more than a baseless rumor. I left my homeland as a child and embarked on the journey of Trailblaze. I traveled to various planets until finally reaching Asdana, where my friends and I built the original Penacony and fought for its future ever since. I've been moving forward all my life, doing what I could to overcome the obstacles in my path. But ultimately, my journey reached its end, and I left behind no possessions worth entrusting. So, if you ask what's left within this worn-out train engine that can be called a legacy, I suppose it's the things that are still burning in the engine's furnace. Now that you're well aware of the current situation of Penacony, I certainly hope that you'll help me get this world back on track. But I'll leave that decision to you, for the path of Trailblaze is never paved by others. All I have for you is a story and 2 gifts.
2 gifts?
I want to give you my pocket watch.
Oh.
It has accompanied me throughout my long journey, guiding that naive child forward, and has been blessed with the presence of so many great people up to this day. And my hat, too. The one who navigated for me placed it on my head and planted a fanciful thought in my mind. The Trailblazing expedition will never end. Now, it's time for you to make your choice. Once you've made up your mind, open that door and enter the long dream of an old man. I'll be waiting for you at the end of this corridor of time.
All right, everyone. Let's make a decision, although I don't think anyone will have any objections.
I'll choose the Trailblazers.
Of course. We've come this far. Surely there's no other option than moving forward.
In
Exactly.
that case, it's unanimous. Then let's proceed together to the end of this dream and tell Mikhail our decision.
Yes. Let's do it.
Mikhail, where are you going?
Someone has to step up and save Lushaka. So why can't it be me, Misha?
Please don't go. And if you must, please take me with you. Don't leave me alone.
Even
Aww.
without me, you know how to proceed forward, brave Captain Misha. The compass is waiting for you. Haven't you always wanted to be a better adventurer than me? Now go, board that train and start your journey.
Where are you going, Mikhail?
I'm going to clean the floor in the parlor car. I've promised the conductor.
Wait, first tell me.
Yeah?
I know what it looked like before. Its chain was broken, the back case torn, and the marks on the dial all worn out. How did you manage to fix it?
Well, it's hard to explain, but I knew it could be fixed. It's the hands, Mr. Amundsen. Its hands were intact and pointing in the right direction, so I knew there would be a way to fix the rest.
Wow.
I see. You'll work with me from now on. Haven't you always wanted to tinker with this train? You're its mechanic now. As for the conductor, I'll do the talking.
But I only know how to fix watches.
Don't worry. You've got what it takes.
Yeah.
I'll teach you what you need to know.
Where are you going, legwork? It's time to head to our next stop.
What's wrong?
I'm staying in Astana with Rosalina and Tiernan.
I see. This place reminds you of home. The people of Astana have only achieved a tiny victory, and still have a long way to go towards true freedom. Nunu needs us. Don't worry, not all journeys lead to the stars. Even if I leave the Express, our path of Trailblaze will continue.
Yeah. I knew you wouldn't stay on the Express forever.
Oh.
Leave in peace, my friend. And, take this with you.
This is Mr. Amundsen's hat. But why?
When he departed, he said he would leave it to his best student. Well, I suppose the time has come. Farewell, Legwork. Take care of Tiernan and Rosalina. And don't forget to write to us.
Where are you going, Watchmaker?
Don't worry, Micah. Just going on a little trip. Someone has to be at the forefront of the interstellar frontier, and I'm the only former Nameless in Penacony. So why can't it be me?
Because you're all we have! Have you forgotten about Tiernan? The cosmos is way more dangerous now. What will happen to Penacony if we lose you?
But what will happen to Penacony if we don't find a way out? Tiernan. How could I ever forget him? I've spent countless sleepless nights asking myself why I didn't go with him back then. We Nameless won't stop. Don't worry, Micah. It's just a matter of getting back to my old profession. Just wait for me to come back. But if, and it's a big if I don't come back in one piece, then you'll become the next Watchmaker.
Where are you going, old man?
Gallagher.
Oh, you're here.
Answer my
Relax, Gallagher. I just came up with a great idea. Wanna hear it?
Oh, come on. Aren't all your ideas just ways to get yourself killed? I may be blunt here, but you're the last remaining hero in Penacony. If you die too, the secret of the Stellaron will go to the grave with you.
Yes. I'm afraid there's no way out in Penacony, so I'll have to consider alternatives beyond Asdana. We'll organize a festival using the Watchmaker's legacy as a facade. And send invitations to the entire cosmos to gather people here.
So, a desperate struggle against the family?
Desperate? Don't we have you here, my friend? This task is challenging, but what hasn't been challenging for us along the way? Well, whatever you do, make sure to send an invitation to the Astral Express.
Misha! Where are you going?
Oh, it's you, Clocky. Take me to Dreamflux Reef. Last night, I had a long dream about the day we met. I want to write down that dream.
Write it down? Why?
Oh, so I won't forget it. Do you remember how you got your name, Clocky?
Of course! You told me that when you were a kid, you lived in a room full of clocks. Those wall clocks and pocket watches grew up with you and were your best friends.
Yes, but what I didn't mention was there's a funny misunderstanding behind it. I was a kid, and there was always a special pocket watch in my memories. It was with my grandpa, guiding him on his sea voyages and leading the way in his every adventure story. I wanted to have a pocket watch like that too. And that's when you appeared in my dream.
Yeah. Every night, we boarded the compass.
Oh, this is sweet.
Set sail together.
But you know what? It wasn't until the day my grandpa gave it to me that I realized it wasn't a pocket watch at all. It was a compass. So your name should have been Compassy, and the Watchmaker is just a nameless.
We've arrived at Dreamflux Reef. So, where to next?
You know, Clocky, I don't think I'll be going anywhere else.
Really?
I've traveled far enough, and it's time for a little break.
Oh. So, we'll set out again. When you're rested?
No, I'll stay here. And then, this is where it ends.
This is... where it ends? What do you mean, Misha? You told me that the Trailblazing expedition would never end.
Yeah, that's what I said. So now, it's up to you to decide your next destination.
My next destination? What's that supposed to be? I've been following you, Misha. You're acting weird today. If you're feeling down, we can just do what we usually do. With the clockwork.
No, I'm not feeling down. As for clockwork, yeah, it resolves all problems in this dream. So, do you know what clockwork actually is?
I'm not quite sure.
Well, everyone gets lost at times. They may hesitate and doubt which way to go. That happens in this dreamscape and beyond. But don't worry. Everyone goes through moments of uncertainty and hesitation. Eventually, they gather the courage to make bold decisions. Whether it's calming, joyful, angry, or sad. All they need is a little nudge to take that step toward where they truly belong. I'm leaving that little nudge with you. And I hope you'll share it with others.
But I like you, Misha.
Such is the essence of clockwork. The will of the Trailblaze. Clocky's hands spin around non-stop, indicating confusion, frustration, and weakness. But ultimately,
that's the
people
hat.
Still need to move forward.
Just like your hands, always pointing ahead. This is where my journey ends. From now on, it is your path to walk.
Oh my god!
Trailblazing means taking paths your predecessors forswore, and venturing even further. The Penacony in Mikhail's dreams does not belong to order.
Oh my god! Okay, here we go! I think it's time! I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's going on, okay?
I can't believe that Eon would cast a glance at Penacony at a time like this. Is it because of the resonance from the legacy of the Trailblaze? Or perhaps the bond between you is so strong that it even impresses an Eon.
Hey man, we are bonded for life!
Well, there might be another possibility. Perhaps they want to witness, on behalf of the fallen Eons, who will hold the future of Penacony.
If that's the case, on behalf of the Dream Master of Penacony and the 107,336 members of the Oak family, I'm extending a formal invitation to all of you.
Oh?
I'm cordially inviting you all to the Penacony Grand Theater to participate in the upcoming Charmony Festival. And, of course, You won't be in the audience, but on center stage, since the future of the Stellaron, Penacony, and even the entire cosmos is at stake. Let's draw a conclusion there. In all fairness, if you truly believe in Akavili's path, then show me their courage and determination.
So that's it? I mean, I know it's not over yet. Oh my god! Let's switch to Harmony. Yes! Trial the current path here. Oh my god, yes! This is what I've been waiting for, okay? I wanna see what it's like.
Please stay tuned.
Oh my god!
Please stay tuned.
Oh jeez.
Please stay tuned.
Kylo, you have gotten fruity as hell. Aventuring would be proud. I am proud.
We need a stretch.
This is it. This is it. Yes. Yes. Swing dance. Renegade. Halftime and make it rain. All out footlight parade. Full on aerial dance. Now I'm in the band. Oh my god.
Time to
This
test our
sounds-
rapport. Let's improvise.
I'm fine.
Enemy
This
targets
is
detected.
amazing.
Ready for another?
This is amazing.
I'll catch up. Dreams do come true. Mood is set. Let the show begin.
Oh my god. Let's slow it down. I want to enjoy this.
That's all you've got. Time to mix things up.
Great teamwork. Take your positions.
Enough.
Slice like a good brew, my friends. Indulge yourself.
By the order of the Ten, we'll execute the Firestruck!
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack.
How's this taste?
Oh,
Great
we're
teamwork.
fine.
Dreams do come true.
This is amazing. Oh, I've never been so happy in my life. This is gonna be my new favorite path, I can tell. Oh my god, it's my new favorite path. Let's yeah, we'll take that one. Yeah. My question is, you know, I wasn't gonna do this, but I want to get this to 80. What's his HP like? I guess we'll need better relics. What's the recommended gear? Let's see, just have a quick. Cause yeah, I mean, sure, we can figure it out. Here we are. So this is what we need? Do we not have any, I don't know, 5 pieces? Or 4 pieces? No? This is the best we got? Right, well, let's enhance some. Okay, I know it's not ideal. Trust me, I get it. But this is the best I can do for now, and I really want to... The harmony is probably going to be my new favorite thing. In all honesty. I mean... It's the only 4-star piece I've got. Well, it is what it is. Still would like to try and get this up a bit. We might as well. I can't believe this.
Please stay tuned.
I'm sorry, it's my new favorite path officially. I've never been happier in my whole entire life. Honestly.
The
What?
mood is set just right.
Oh my god.
Let the show begin.
I can't believe this. He has gotten fruity as fruit.
My tempo.
Stay in step.
I have never enjoyed a path this much in this game. But now I do. This is my new favorite path. My absolute new favorite.
Turn up the volume.
Rhythm get.
It's amazing. It's fantastic.
Pretty good crowd today. My tempo.
Rhythm get messed up? It's my turn.
Time for all better now?
I'm sorry, I just
Great teamwork.
You can tell the voice actor had fun with this because I'm having fun with it. It's amazing.
Turn up the volume.
Rhythm get messed up?
Naughty children, nap time.
Still the same one.
Hey, don't hit my boy!
This let's rock.
You know, Evan Turing would be proud.
Clemency? Never heard of you.
My tempo.
Rhythm get messed up? It's my turn.
Savor the vigor.
Turn up the volume.
You're in bad shape.
I know I normally do it fast, but I want to enjoy this, and I am enjoying it. It's fantastic. I just gotta, I gotta. Oh boy, I'm so giddy about this. The Path of Harmony is legit my favorite. I am never switching. No way, I refuse to switch. I mean, look at my, look at him, look at it. It's just fantastic. I mean, how can you not love it, really? Because I do. Wait, what was I doing? What was the whole point of this? No, we are not switching. I absolutely refuse to switch. Right, all we need is these now. And that's easy enough. I need 5 more. Well, let's just go and get some. I know we need to get on with the story quest at hand, but this means way too much to me to... Yes, go my little hat-throwing trash raccoon. I've never been happier in my entire life, honestly.
Step aside. I have no...
My tempo!
Take your positions. Let's improvise.
That'll take more than savor the vigor of it.
It's my turn.
Now,
Clemency, never.
This. Time for the main event. Turn it up.
Enough of it.
Let's improvise.
nap time.
Okay, well, hopefully that will be enough. I've eagerly been anticipating when we'll get my harmony, and we got it, and I love it. I love it, I love it. Oh, come on, I just want to get this done with.
Fighting is Take your position. Dreams do come true.
Not
Yes, they do. And mine definitely come true, because this is amazing.
Let's improvise.
time for a shot. Nap time.
Fighting is me.
The issue is we might need some better relics. Yeah. No, I don't want to switch. I love this. I love this path. It's everything. It's everything. It's showy. It's funny. The moves are great. I am completely here for it. Yes, good. Now let's get this to 80. Perfect. Let's have a look at traces. Might be a good way to go about doing things. No, no, no. What do we need? Celestial. Oh, it's early access? Alright, but let's think about relics for a minute. Let's think about relics. More importantly, these relics that we need, where are they? Here they are. Well, let's see if we can get some. Some good ones, hopefully. It would be nice if you had some better relics. I would feel better. Because I really like... Yeah, well, I mean... Oof. Oh, I'm not sure, like... We'll try this one. See how it goes.
I've no interest in conflict.
The good thing is, though, he can be of some use to us.
Great teamwork.
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it.
Thank you, Fruity McFruit.
Nap time.
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it. Or rock with it.
Naughty child.
Don't worry about me.
Hey, don't hit my baby. Alright, we... Oh. Come on, you gotta have given us something. Oh, no, this is not acceptable. I'm not giving up until I get something.
The mood is set just right.
I want to,
Let the show begin!
Evan Cherry would be so proud of us.
Ready to lose your... You can fight it. Or rock with it.
Let's improvise. Fighting is...
Alright, good, good.
The truth of life is section. It's but a vision. Break!
Pretty good crowd to turn it up.
Stay in step.
Time for a shot. Nap time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Great teamwork.
This song's keep up.
Take it. I've no interest in...
Naughty.
Please give me some relics I can actually use. What? This ain't nothing. I mean, hey, look, if I don't get the relics I want, that's fine, but you would have think they would have given us something. Okay, we know that's yeah destruction ones, but they're not what we need. We need some watchmaker ones, but we ain't getting any because there's like 3 different. Wait. Hang on just a minute. Relics. Oh, did I go to the wrong one? Oh, I did, didn't I? Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, that explains everything. Alright, we're doing this then. Honestly, I swear my brain.
Fighting is meaningless.
Come on.
That'll take more than medicine. Nap time.
Still the
Hey,
same
hey.
old...
Hey, hey, hey.
I've no interest in conflict. Stay in step. Dreams do come true.
That'll take more than medicine.
Fighting is meaningless.
Pretty good extra.
I've no interest in conflict.
This song's for. Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it.
Still the same
Hey,
old...
hey, 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 hey,
Let's
hey.
improvise.
Nap time. Just a little something. Think nothing.
Don't worry about me. The truth of life is fiction. It's but a vision. Right.
Pretty good crowd. Let's rock.
That's better.
Great teamwork.
Yeah, amazing teamwork.
Dreams do come true.
This song's for you. Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it.
Too late to repent.
Turn it up.
Nap time.
Take your position.
Just a little something. Think nothing.
Don't worry about me. Let's improvise. The truth of life is fiction. It's but a vision. Right.
Well, we got something. I'll take it, honestly. That was my fault, though I wasn't paying attention. You know what? It's a better one than we've got. And I'm just looking to have a little bit better while we build on our new Trailblazer. There we are. I mean, it comes with bonuses, so it's not a complete loss. See if we can get better again.
Fighting is meaningless.
Pretty good crowd today.
The mood is set just right. Let the show begin.
Turn up the volume.
Stay in step. Let's improvise.
That'll take more than medicine. Nap time.
Ready to lose your? You can fight fight it or rock with it.
Too late to repent. The truth of life in beseech is but a vision.
This song's for you. Keep up.
I've no interest in conflict.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Great teamwork.
Pretty good crowd today. Turn it up. You can fight it or rock with it.
Stay in step.
Nap time.
Oh.
This song's for you. Keep up.
Hey, we got a 5-star. Congratulations. Well, that's going to be very good going forward. And I can switch that out. Let's compare HP, attack, SPD, crit damage effect, hit rate. We'll go with this one. Yeah, we'll pick this one. There we go. Alright. Well, let's see what that gets for. It would help if we equipped it, wouldn't it? Yeah. We'll just enhance. Right, now let's see. Alright, I mean, for what it is, it's good.
Please stay tuned.
What did you say?
Please stay tuned.
I'm sorry,
Please
this
stay
is.
tuned.
I'm never gonna get bored of that, but let's go, because if I get distracted, we'll be doing it until the cows come home, and that's not a good thing. Yeah, so let's try not to get distracted by our fruity Trailblazer. And let's get on with the task at hand.
Does that mean he wants to fight us during the Charmony Festival?
I'm afraid so.
Oh, great.
This is weird. Aren't Arc villains usually plotting some dirty conspiracy in the end? But he actually said something like, in all fairness. Could it be that he's underestimating us?
Well, in my opinion, Sunday is deeply committed to his own philosophy and genuinely wants to prove that the Order is right. I sensed a strong conviction and a desire for dominance in him. Maybe he won't accept the outcome unless he wins fair and square. That's why he'll give it his all in the upcoming battle.
Yeah, we won't.
Yeah, you're right. We've even dealt with a Lord Ravager of the Destruction, so a follower of the Order won't be a big deal.
Anyway, we can't leave the Stellaron unchecked. This is about trailblazing a bright future for Penacony and fulfilling Mikhail's and his predecessors' long-cherished wishes. Now that we've taken up the mantle, we can't afford to fail them.
Right.
However, the same applies to the Order. Their plan didn't materialize overnight. And they have the profound collective consciousness of the planet of festivities behind them. A desire to dream. To slumber and escape reality. All those hidden emotions have given birth to the sweet dream of the Order. They've harnessed the will of an entire planet to create an eon. This confrontation is far more complicated than a simple power struggle. To secure Penacony's future, fighting on the stage alone is not enough.
So what do you suggest?
What do you mean? Are you not coming with us?
I believe Firefly is trying to say that she's heading off to another battle.
What? Firefly! No! You can't leave me!
Before I left, the Destiny Slave told me that this journey would bring unforgettable rewards. Even though the script he gave me only had a few lines, I couldn't ignore them. Because one of the lines said, I'll experience death 3 times in the land of the dreams.
3 times? This can't be serious, right?
The first time was a painful death when I was stabbed by the Blade of Dormancy, which led to all subsequent events. The script will always come true, but in a way that will only be revealed when that page is turned. So now I've understood the meaning of my second death. And I am prepared to face it.
Oh no!
If all goes well, my efforts will provide crucial support for you. Only by achieving victory in this battle can we secure a future for Penacony. And only then, my third and final death won't come true in the most terrible form.
The most terrible form? Does that mean...
The true death. Where everyone in Penacony loses themselves completely in the eternal sweet dream of the Order.
We must do everything we can to prevent that.
And we will.
Have you made up your mind, Firefly?
Yes. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
Thank you again for your assistance for the Astral Express. May we meet again, in reality.
Yeah. Farewell, everyone. May your trailblazing expedition never end.
Oh, Firefly!
I dreamed of a scorched earth.
Everyone, are you ready?
Yes.
A new shoot sprouted from the earth. It bloomed in the morning sun and whispered to me. Like fireflies to a flame, my biggest death. May we meet again in reality.
Bye!
After today, Japella's name will disappear from cosmic history, and the Everflame Mansion will take its place. In the not-too-distant future, you'll receive an invitation. That's your next stop.
Land of the dreams. Penacony.
I hope you find whatever you
Oh.
seek there. Be it answers or salvation.
You mean my 3 deaths?
Silverwolf told me about it. It's such a shame that it's not part of my script.
Well, I want to live. I'm never afraid of death. The opposite of death is eternal life, and that's something I'll never desire. People die, and I am no exception. Death is like a script, a fate that cannot be defied. But that's exactly why we have to choose where we want to rest forever.
Do you exist just to perish?
Are you you not the same, Blade? The end you desire is not one dictated by others. If I were to die now, I would only be a weapon. I believe I should die as a human, though its definition escapes me. Isn't this the answer that ordinary people look for their whole lives? A name that can be carved onto their tombstone. A tombstone that belongs to me once bore the inscription, Glamoth's Iron Cavalry. Then it changed to Stellaron Hunter. But one day, it will bear the name Firefly. And all the brilliance she showed at the end of her life.
It's gonna be okay. We're gonna do this.
That's quite unexpected, old man. Who would have thought your crazy plan would actually work? Do all you nameless fools just act on a whim? I can sense that this false sweet dream is coming to an end. The nameless may be young, but they had the ability to achieve this goal. Just like you did in your time. It's a shame you won't be able to see it firsthand. Maybe I won't either. Once something fictional is seen through, it ceases to exist. Yeah, not just those nameless. Even Mr. Wings is just like you. Stubborn, won't listen or give up, no matter what. Well, fate is unpredictable, I guess. If we weren't bound by those cursed paths, maybe we could have had some good talks. But in the end, we managed to do it. And now we can find solace. Remember how those idiots cursed us? They said, "Go to hell, you worthless traitors." Well, I don't know if they really meant it, but if longing for freedom means going to hell, then I'll be joining you soon, you fool.
Okay.
Let's get together and have supper again in hell. Oh, I almost forgot. There's one more thing. Here's to you. A glass of hello and goodbye, Trailblazer.
Aww.
To the imperfect tomorrow.
It's warm here, isn't it? You're lucky to have found shelter from the rain. Let alone fresh berries in this desolate place.
I was just following the scent of life. It's particularly strong in a place like this. It's a shame these berries don't have much flavor.
Seriously? In case you didn't know, this fruit is pretty juicy.
Oh.
It becomes extremely spicy.
Spicy fruit?
Have you lost your sense of taste?
I can still taste certain things, like a faint sweetness. Before coming here, I stopped by a place called Orkron. It had barren cliffs and nights lit by bonfires. Burgundy snow would fall from the sky, and when it landed on my tongue, it tasted like raspberries. The flavor wasn't exactly sweet, but it left a lasting impression. When I think back on my past, I realize that what's tying everything together isn't the big events, but rather these small yet unforgettable moments. Don't worry about it. Losing oneself is a reality that every self-annihilator must face. At least I haven't completely lost my senses and memories yet.
Well, congratulations on adding another footnote to your journey. By the way, are you always alone?
No, I had a companion in Orkron. She's a short, nameless girl who aspired to explore IX. She always said she'd walk a path deeper and farther than Akavili's.
Who was that?
Quite an ambition for such a small girl. So what happened?
She became stagnant water.
Well, my condolences.
Condolences. I don't need them. The girl left with a smile. She never regretted her choice and most definitely wanted me to say goodbye with a smile. So, that's what I did.
That's proof that you're grieving for her.
Or perhaps I'm just afraid.
Afraid? I rarely sense that emotion from you. What do you fear?
I'm afraid I'll forget the 30 days I spent with her. Just like all the other days in my life. Most of them have already washed away with the rain, disappearing into an unseen realm. I fear that those vivid red memories will fade away too. There isn't much color left. And besides this faint, warm red, there's almost nothing.
I feel sorry for
Hard
her.
to imagine. A ranger accustomed to bloodshed, destruction, and chaos finding warmth in the red color.
Because I have experienced this warmth many times. Long ago, I promised someone that I'd bring it to more people. And that for every remaining moment of my life, I'd strive for a better ending for all. As long as this red color still lingers, I have a chance to fulfill that promise. It represents a burning fire, blooming flower, the berries in this cave, and life itself, fleeting yet still dazzling. In the end, it will lead me beyond the horizon of existence. And on the other side, I will cut off nihility.
The one blessed by the sleeping and shapeless is considering how to kill them. That's truly pure nihility. But you're right about one thing. After spending so much time near this stagnant water, only when I look at this vibrant red fire do I realize that I'm still alive.
When will this rain ever stop?
Perhaps when the sorrows of the departed have finally quieted down, the sky will clear up.
4 system hours.
Have you heard of a planet named Biari Scamandros, Don Hung? It's one of the Paradise Kingdoms under the influence of the Harmony. A sought-after wonderland for the inhabitants of the Dardanu Major and Minor systems. Half an Amber era ago, the family held an unprecedented festival there. And after that, everyone on the planet became part of the family.
Do you think the same thing will happen on Penacony?
Yes. Or how else can we explain it? The family deliberately used the Watchmaker's invitation to keep all the Pathstriders here, but banished the Emanator of the Nihility.
Because of the Nihility, I'm rarely affected by the power of other paths, but somehow I can unconsciously infiltrate them. Maybe that's the risk they're trying to avoid.
I would disagree. Biari Scamandros is not part of the credit system or connected to the Silver Rail. It's nothing more than a remote civilization sheltered by the Harmony. But Penacony is different. If the family messes with Penacony, that would be like declaring war on almost half of the factions in the cosmos. They have no reason to do that.
No, they don't. If they truly serve the Harmony, that is.
What do you mean?
The path in Penacony is impure. The Harmony here has impurities.
Do you remember the Ancient Swarm disaster? Tazeront, the propagation, brought endless havoc to the universe, and it eventually evolved into a fierce battle among all eons. 2 paths lost their eons in that war, the propagation and the order. Coincidentally, their downfall is related to a certain Eon.
Shepe, the Harmony. Legend has it that they participated in the crusade against the Imperator Insectorum and devoured Anna the Order for unknown reasons.
Holy forgaroni. So you're saying that the two leaderless paths are working behind the scenes?
But I don't see any descendants of the propagation in Penacony. Could it be that the remnants of Beyond the Sky Choir are hiding within the family, trying to resurrect a fallen Eon?
I can't say for sure, but they're definitely planning something for the Charmony Festival.
They are. They are.
Boo, now, this is getting way too complicated. Is this why you want us to leave Asdana right away? Are you giving up?
The Charmony Festival will start soon. There's one thing that I need to confirm no matter what. A warp jump is the best way to do so.
Time is running out. I have another plan.
What's that? What's that? What is it? Tell me. Tell us. Come on, Don Han.
Are you thinking of using the Jade
Yes!
Abacus
Yes!
allying oath?
Exactly. The assistance from the lawful Cloud Knights would be enough.
Think it over carefully. You can only use that once in your lifetime.
I have considered it thoroughly. My companions.
Aww.
They're also once-in-a-lifetime treasures.
Oh, he loves them. Oh my god, I'm never gonna forget this. He's doing it. He's gonna save us. Can always rely on Don Han to save us. He's done it before. He'll do it again. 3 hours. Alright, Sunday.
Are you the only one here, my child?
So you are the Dream Master.
The Nameless is quite the diplomat. Our secrets have spread like wildfire within the family. And IPC starships are gathering towards Astana. This is a crucial moment for us. So, where is the chosen one who harmonizes the varied sound?
What do you mean, Master? I'm right here in front of you, aren't I?
You know, she was supposed to be the star of the Charmony Festival. In our plan.
But the plan has changed. As her brother, I know she doesn't want to sing for the Order. So I'll take her place.
You've always been wise beyond your years. I'm sure you understand the consequences of your choice.
If you consider this a betrayal, well, there can't be two suns in the sky. I'll step up and take down the other sun if necessary.
Do you believe in karma?
If karma exists, then everyone has their own karma. You have yours, and I have mine. And my karma has nothing to do with you, Mr. Gopherwood.
All right. Since you're willing to sacrifice yourself for her, I'll grant your wish.
Well, the compromise came sooner than expected. Why?
You and your sister were born as twins of the Order. And one of you is destined to follow this path to the end.
Is this part of your plan?
Of course. You're still as clever as you were when you were a child. The opening is near. Go, my child. Seize the power of the Harmony and reveal your karma.
I have one final question, Master. Why did you choose to bring the Order to Penacony? Wouldn't it have been better to choose a desperate world instead of a city filled with hope and dreams? Why?
It's for justice, my child.
Really? You're spouting that?
If we lose justice in our hearts, we'll make the same mistake as the Harmony did.
So, it's not you who manipulates the dreamscape with the Stellaron, but...
Well,
36 souls of the Oak family have dreamed of this moment too many times.
Oh, did they have to show with that? Oh, God.
I shall ascend to the heavens, becoming the scorching sun, bathed in my light.
What the
My
hell?
people shall flourish, while all evil shall be eradicated.
2 system
This
hours.
is the interior of the Penacony Grand Theater.
It's quite exhilarating to be flushed into the air by Soulglad. But why is the venue still closed when the Charmony Festival is about to start?
And not only that, the entire theater is eerily quiet. No audience, no staff, no one around. Even if we're late, a grand theater like this shouldn't be completely empty. Let's explore around. Be careful, everyone.
Yeah, good idea. Yeah, well. I don't want it to be like super big. I just want to.
Please stay tuned.
I mean, look, there's nothing wrong with liking it, okay? I do, alright? Let's go and get this bottle. Oh, there's a chest right there.
Gosh, the atmosphere here is so creepy and unsettling.
I know, right?
Even if there's no audience yet, there should be some staff around. Why is it so silent?
Holy crudable. Look at this. This is nightmarish. Hello? Search the Grand Theatre, but for what? What am I looking for? Specifically?
Yikes, they scared the life out of me. Why are there so many puppets at the ticket office? What? You're so annoying. Stop scaring me.
Are these puppets part of the stage setup? Even so, it's so eerie that the entire front hall is empty.
Yeah, it is. It's scary. I don't like it one little bit. Well, now where do we go? Back out here? And over here? But why?
Something feels off. We're in the right place, right?
There's no other grand theater in the dreamscape.
So what do we do?
Sunny's messing with us? He said we'd
My apologies for the delay, March 7th.
You scared me. Where are you now?
I'm waiting for you behind the curtain. Following the Asdana tradition, I invite you to enjoy a stage play in 3 acts before the festival begins. History is a mirror reflecting the universe's true essence. Let's use this opportunity to delve into the rich history of Penacony and the eons. Within it, naturally, the future takes shape. Let us commence with the dawning of the world.
Oh.
After the Dusk Wars, darkness veiled the sky, and chaos consumed the earth. Enna the Order emerged, destined to restore all existence. That marked the first day.
Nice.
You know, I think we're gonna leave it here for today. We've gotten through quite a lot, and I want to enjoy the rest of this story. So, like, comment, subscribe, and enjoy the video.